Assalamu alaikum everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and I'm back with a brand new Ramadan recipe. I'm showing you how to make this keema and cheese puffs, which I've shared on my Instagram page a month ago, and a lot of you DM me for the recipe, so here it is. It's a non-fried recipe, so if you don't want to indulge in fried food during Ramadan, this is the perfect one for you. As always, the completed recipe can be found on my blog hungryforgoodies.com, so let's jump to the recipe. I'm starting off by preparing the stuffing for my puffs. So in a wok, I'm adding 3 tablespoons of oil, and once that's hot, I'm adding in 1 onion which I finely chopped and frying that for a few minutes until the onion is translucent and quite soft. Next, I'm adding in 3 finely chopped garlics, 1 cup of a mix of diced red and green bell pepper. You can use any color, any bell pepper color of your choice. And then I'm stirring everything well again for about 2 to 3 minutes or until the veggies are quite soft. After that, I'm adding 500 grams of minced beef and stir frying it well until it starts turning into a light brown color. For the seasoning, I like to add 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of chaat masala, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, half a teaspoon of red chili powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala. I'm also going to add 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, and this will give this nice dark color to the meat. You can add any seasoning that you like or you usually use. Now I'm going to give this a good stir and mix everything well so that all the seasoning is well incorporated. Then I'm adding half a cup of water and giving it another stir. And then I'm going to cover it with its lid and let it simmer on low heat for at least 25 to 30 minutes or until the meat is fully soft. After 20 minutes, I'm going to uncover this. I'm going to turn the heat all the way to high, and I'll keep stir frying this until all the moist from the meat is fully gone. This will take about 15 to 20 minutes, and you'll know it's done when the meat is fully dry and it has turned into a really dark brown color. Just keep stir frying it so that it doesn't burn. Once you've achieved this kind of consistency, remove it from the heat and set aside. So here I have 2 hard-boiled eggs which I peeled, and what I'm doing is I'm just doing some finely sliced, and I'll use this for the stuffing of my puffs. Next, I have here a ready-made puff pastry sheet that I've rolled out. So what I'm doing is I'm placing a generous amount of the keema in the center of my puff pastry, and the amount of this stuffing is enough for 2 puff pastry sheets. After that, on top of the keema, I'm placing the egg which I've sliced earlier and some grated cheddar cheese. With a sharp knife, I'm making some long slits on the bottom side of the puff pastry, and once that's done, I am pulling the top part of the puff pastry so that it's covering the stuffing. Now, with the slits that I've made, I'm pulling that over the puff pastry sheet so that everything is sealed. So once everything is done, I have here 2 egg yolks. So what I'm doing is I'm beating it really well, and I'm using this as an egg wash for my puff pastry so that once it goes in the oven, the puff pastry is gonna turn out nice and golden brown. I also like to top it with some black sesame seeds to give the puff pastry some character. Now that my keema puff pastry is done, I'm going to bake this in a preheated oven over 220 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes depending on your oven, or until it's nice and golden. So after waiting a good 20 minutes, your puff pastry should be done. Your puff pastry should be nice and golden and really puff. So let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes before slicing it, just like how I'm doing here. So guys, that's it for the video. I hope you find this helpful for Ramadan. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd like to see next. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more yummy recipes. Follow me on my social medias because I'm very active there. And yeah, I shall see you on my next one. Bye!